God, I don't know what I did to deserve Joffrey, but I'm glad I did it. I don't know where he's from or how he got to me, but damn, the man is good at finding bourbon. And he knows all my secrets. And I know his. Involuntarily, of course, but I know them. Corruption can go both ways. Hello? You can't be calling me from this phone. No. What? No, see, I didn't think it would be that much of a hassle. I paid you to do a job, so you do it. I'm sorry? No. Is she dead or not? No, you see, I paid you to kill her. If she isn't dead, then you're not getting the money. Unfortunately, no, that's not how the world works. God. How are some people so incompetent? Girl, I don't need the world from. Psst. Hey, Yasmin. If you're gonna hide a camera in my office, try and at least put it somewhere inconspicuous.
Dear Diary, todo lo que yo hago es lavar y lavar y lavar. Señora Charlie thinks that I'm just a maid, but I have more tricks up my sleeve than just cleaning. Everyone just thinks I'm the stupid maid that doesn't know anything. Pero les voy a enseñar. Charlie algunas veces puede ser una puta madre, but at least it pays the bills. No sé cuánto más voy a estar aquí, but I know I have my secrets that will get me far in the long run.
Ooh. You know, my great-grand-auntie Elda had a pooch. Now, I ain't too good with dog breeds, elsewise I'd tell you. But she was, about yay big and about yay small. And she was white. Now, before you go guffawing, know one thing. I ain't afraid of no dog. But fear is a funny way of making itself known. And the amount of doggy dookie that was brought upon that back lawn by that dog, it was enough to strike fear directly into my veins. Now, great-grand-auntie Elda, she'd send me into that minefield of a backyard, with a fire poker, mind you, and I had to pick up every one of them stanky little feces, piece by piece. Being a young'un, I was always complaining about it, saying, great-grand-auntie Elda, why you got me in that backyard picking up all them little poopies? And she looked at me in my baby blues and said, 'cause Joffrey, you better stay humble. And if you don't learn to pick up other people's messes, you ain't never gonna be happy. And I looked back at her and her baby greens, and I said, great-grand-auntie Elda, you right. She's right.
I'm Zlota. I'm spy. I come from Siberia, a little town in Russia. Brought here on a mission to find the sheriff. Sheriff been snooping around in some places they shouldn't be in. Gotta keep an eye on that. Don't want anyone getting hurt now, do we? Called in the best of the best. You give me money, I give you service. I go undercover sometimes, like to mix it up a little bit. Like to stay in style with all the kids nowadays. I like to do things hard way. It's running my blood. Staircase, I climb instead. Make me look like badass. You know, in Siberia we climb rock on the way to school. Goes back to my memories.
Go figure. It's my first day off in a little over a year, and I'm still stuck working. I suppose that's normal for this line of work, or perhaps this kind of town, but it still sucks. Still, when it comes to the one judge, Miss Charlotte Angel, well, one always has to be in top shape. It's like, somehow, just somehow she has eyes everywhere, just in my little apartment, or all over the town, or she just always knows what I'm gonna do next, or maybe it isn't eyes at all. Maybe she's not exactly what she seems to be. Heaven knows that I'm not either. You know, I can remember the last promise I had made to my father. I had told him that I was always gonna do good, always gonna be good. I was never gonna follow him, no. I was gonna forge my own path, and if I could help people along the way, then, you know, might have been worth it. Still, with how long this court case is dragging out, I wonder if it's even truly worth it in the end. Promise myself to be good, Jules, do good. And yet I'm stuck with this. A corrupted judge in a corrupted town in the middle of nowhere. The fact is, I'm running out of suppressants. And if this court case finishes on the night of a full moon, well, I don't think anyone's gonna have fun then. Especially not the judge. We're just gonna have to see about that.
Hello. Most, if not all of you who will be watching this are already well aware of who I am. I just wanted to sit down and take a moment to address a situation that occurred the other evening on my own terms and in my own words before the media can get its hands on the story and twist the truth into something that it's not. This past Thursday night, I, alongside of 4 of my friends, broke into and stole about $6,300 worth of merchandise from the local shopping center. Those are the facts. I'm not going to sit here and lie when I was raised to be truthful and honest in every situation. And yes, perhaps there was some involvement of underage drinking and taking of narcotics, but who amongst you can honestly say you didn't do stupid things when you were college kids? And for the record, the matter was dealt with in private and there is absolutely no bad blood amongst any of the parties who were involved. Yet I know that when the story breaks, all the finger pointing is going to be directly at my mother just because of who she is. So I want to state right here and now that she did a fantastic job in raising me. For example, when I was 8 years old, I ran away from home. There was no real reason or planning behind it. I just was a stupid kid. Anyway, sheriff picked me up before I can make it more than 3 blocks from the house and took me back, and when she answered the door... Actually, you know what? No, she wasn't home that time. The maid was the one who answered the door. But you all know how that is. When you're a kid, your maid is like your second or third mother to you. With the exception of this one and this particular story, she was not a good fit almost right from the start. And we had to let her go and replace her almost immediately. But that's a far less interesting story that you don't want to hear about right now anyway. The point that I'm trying to make is that there was nothing wrong in the way that my mother and her staff members raised me. I mean, you think that wealth and popularity would corrupt a person, especially a young girl, but it didn't. When I was in 4th grade, my classmates were already predicting I was going to be the high school prom queen, and I was, but I'm a very humble person. I want to lead by example and take this negative exposure as a chance to do something positive. I want to lead the greatest charity event this town has ever seen. I want to lead a country one day for all I know. Are any of you really going to stand in the way of that just because of a rare lapse in judgment and character? And honestly, who amongst you can say that you think you could do any better if you were in my shoes? I think this situation has served as nothing less than a major life lesson for me and has already helped me to grow as a smart, strong, beautiful woman. I'm privy to a lot of private and sensitive information that comes out of this town. I've heard the shadiest stories come from my mother's courthouse. Far, far worse, mind you, than the petty crime of a couple teenagers. And yet, I still love this town. I still have pride in this little old town. I want absolutely nothing but the best for all of you. And I can only assume, with me being who I am, that you feel nothing less than mutual towards me. And so, thank you. And God bless.